Well, it looks like Angel Reese. Well, it looks like she's just been caught in what could certainly be taken as in a lie. All right? All these things that she says she has dealt with over the last year, all these encounters of racism.
Picture this. Angel Reese walks into the post-game press conference, shoulders back, head high, after yet another brutal blowout loss, this time at the hands of the New York Liberty. She sits down for what should have been a routine media session. Cameras are rolling. Microphones hot. Reporters ready. Then, it happens.
Angel Reese, the most coddled, babied professional athlete in all of sports, continues to be the most babied and coddled professional athlete in all of sports, continues to have her peers say, "You go, girl. You be unapologetically yourself. Don't worry how rude, how arrogant, and how disrespectful you are. Don't worry about all the lies that you perpetrate. Don't worry about that."
Something slips out of her mouth that no one saw coming. A moment her PR team is probably still scrambling to erase from the internet. And just like that, everything we thought we knew about the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese drama, and the swirling controversy around Indiana Fever fans, gets turned on its head. So what exactly did Angel Reese say? And why does it feel like she just exposed the truth that nobody wants to talk about? Let's rewind.
Remember the guy that I guess, was out there waiting for him supposedly, and when the team was coming out, and of course we saw footage of that, and there was nothing malicious to it whatsoever that anybody could see. And then of course the Indiana Fever fans were yelling racist things or making racist noises out around the court. WNBA did an investigation, found nothing.
A few weeks ago, social media erupted with claims that Indiana Fever fans hurled racist comments at Reese during a game against the Chicago Sky. Posts flew across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, accusing fans of ugly behavior. The backlash was instant and loud. The WNBA responded with an official investigation, and they didn't play around.
It is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. And the fact is that originally it's, oh yeah, we're looking towards everything. Then they had to double down. They actually redacted this statement. They redacted a statement. They redacted the statement saying we're looking at everything, saying no, we're actually not looking at most of the stuff. We're looking at a lie spread on social media that went viral. We are looking into a literal lie spread on social media that got spoken into fact. We're looking at a lie.
League officials interviewed fans who were sitting in the exact sections where the alleged incident occurred. They questioned security staff, arena workers, team personnel from both sides, even the referees. They scoured hours of broadcast footage, analyzed every angle from the arena surveillance system, and reviewed every second of audio.
One investigation with your team is with last investigation. Yeah, I think we agree. I think we're, in compliance with them, with the league, and obviously there's no room or space in our game for hate. So we're complying with everything that's going on.
Coach, when did you become aware that there was hate speech that happened?
I think when everyone else did. I think that it's something that we heard about, and so again, we're just forthcoming with anything that the league is able to do investigation-wise.
Their conclusion? Zero. No evidence. Nothing to back up the claims. Not a single shred of proof. Not one fan caught on tape saying anything inappropriate. No crowd disturbances. No security alerts. No in-game complaints. Nothing.
The league is also taking a big L because there's no apologies to any fans whatsoever on this totally BS statement released by the WNBA. Yeah, you found nothing. That's great. That's accurate. Guess who told you would find nothing? The entire Indiana Fever fan base said you weren't going to find anything. But this league that has never turned a profit decided to accuse their own fans.
Even Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh admitted something shocking. His team didn't know anything about the supposed racist incident until they saw it online, after the game was already over. Let that sink in. If something that serious had actually happened on the court, wouldn't the players have said something? Wouldn't a coach notice if his team felt unsafe or targeted?
3-time BET Sports Woman of the Year, Angel Reese, says she doesn't pay attention to what folks say about her online because no one has ever said a negative word about her in person. Uh-oh. So what have you been talking about for the last 17 or 18 months? Uh-oh. I hope she realizes she just admitted this and did so on camera with audio. Yeah, nobody's ever going to let her let this down now.
Instead, what we got was a wave of social media posts and a media narrative that ran faster than the facts. And then came Angel Reese's press conference. She looked relaxed, leaning back in her chair like she was having a casual chat with friends, not a formal interview. But when a reporter asked about the backlash she's been getting, her entire tone shifted. She leaned forward, her expression sharpened, and what came out of her mouth contradicted everything we've been told over the past few weeks.
For you, Angel, tonight you were extremely efficient and played with a lot of poise and confidence tonight. For for all the scrutiny you do receive online and stuff of that nature, what kind of messages a game like this send to them, as well as just the kind of momentum that this could build for you throughout the season?
Yeah, obviously don't worry about what's going on online. I get so much love in person. I haven't ever had a negative encounter in person ever. And I've been going through this for 3 years. I've never had an encounter in person that was negative. So people online are behind a keyboard for a reason, and I don't worry about that stuff. I trust my work. My teammates trust me. And I was telling Milla today, like, she felt like she was having a rough day. And I was like, how many times have I had a rough day? And you picked me up. So don't get down on yourself. I know my teammates have my back, my coaches have my back, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to prove anything to anybody but myself and my teammates.
Second row on the left.
Angel, I know tonight was not as you expected.
Can I say something? This is
that's why.
Reese spoke openly about how social media twists the truth. She said things get blown out of proportion, that people jump to conclusions without knowing what really happened. She even went as far as to say she's never had a negative interaction with a fan. Ever. Wait, what? Did Angel Reese just admit that the entire racist incident was overblown, or maybe even non-existent? Because that's what it sounded like. And suddenly,
Angel Reese, she goes on and she talks about how she doesn't hear about the outside noise, how she's never had a negative encounter in real life, never had a negative encounter in real life. But Ben, there's no way. There's no way she's never had a negative encounter. You see? This is proof of the negative encounter. The WNBA even conducted an investigation about this negative encounter. No way Angel Reese said that. No way she did.
The reporters in the room started exchanging glances. You could feel the shift. Something major had just happened. Within minutes, clips of the interview flooded social media. Basketball Twitter lit up. Fans began dissecting every single word she said, comparing her casual admission to the original story. The same story that had painted her as a victim of racial abuse, surrounded by hostile fans. If you're passionate about real basketball talk, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share with fellow fans, because your support keeps the game alive.